Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We have about a minute or so before we start. I'm going to wait to see if anybody else logs on today. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and begin. I just want to welcome you to the Energy Smart Colorado program at Walking Mountain Science Center. And this is our Building Science webinar series held every first Wednesday of every month. So today we will be exploring our monthly topic, which is how to retrofit your attic for maximum energy efficiency, as well as our program incentives. But before we begin, I would like to go over some housekeeping. This meeting will be recorded for later reference. Everyone is muted upon entry. And if you have any questions, please direct them to the Q&A box and we'll address them at the end. And we're aiming for about a 25-minute presentation with Q&A and towards the end. And we're always happy to stay longer if we need to. So here's our energy and buildings team at Walking Mountains in the sustainability department. We have Nikki Moline, who is our energy programs director, Sam Phillips, who is an energy programs coordinator, and myself, Matt Parker, also an energy programs coordinator. Our goal is to make energy improvements in your businesses and homes simple and affordable, and we're here to help. So please contact us if you have any questions. So why would we be talking about attics and energy efficiency? Well, it is one of the largest areas for opportunities in energy savings, comfort, and overall safety issues. By properly air sealing and insulating your attic, you can accomplish all three. So most importantly, there are safety issues that your attic, that retrofitting your attic will provide. Some major safety issues that we encounter is always being aware of the appliances in your home and where they're exhausted. A lot of times, home appliances are exhausted upwards towards the roof, and this means that it'll go through your attic. So you want to be sure that you know where that ducting is going, where that exhaust pipe is going. And this is very important when you have combustion appliances. They should always vent to the outside and not into the attic. Sometimes contractors out there, they're going to, they might just put a pipe through your top level ceiling and have it conclude right there in the attic space. And it really should be going through the roof instead of just into the attic. And this is very important because improper exhausting can allow carbon monoxide and other dangerous gases that are combusted from your appliances to seep into the home. So they would be going into the attic and then coming back down, and this can be a health hazard. This also goes for bathroom fans and cooking exhaust fans. Both of these types of equipment should really be directing outside and not inside. A lot of times our analysts will see, venting go into a wall and just terminate there. Or like I said earlier, it might just terminate in the attic and go nowhere else, and it's still in your house, and this can cause a lot of moisture issues and indoor air quality issues. Pests are also a big problem in attics. Rodents, birds, wasps, they can try and make your home or their home in your home. Moreover, pests could be the cause of venting got askew or clog ducting as they make their nests or rustle around up there. So this is another important reason that you should be looking at what your ducting looks like in your attic. So proper venting is also necessary when considering safety. I know that many people might think that venting your attic is counterintuitive, but let me explain. So venting can reduce the occurrence of ice dams, which form on the outside eaves of your home. These can be dangerous if they dislodge from the roof, as they are basically heavy ice blocks falling from the sky. In the winter, hot air in the attic can warm the roof, cause the snow to melt, the snow and ice on your roof to melt. And as the melt reaches the eaves of the roof, it then cools back down and freezes and causes a dam to form. As described, if the ice dam dislodges, it could be disastrous for whatever's down below. So aside from ice dams, attics also have the potential to become warm, humid locations. This is a prime opportunity for organic growth like molds to take hold. Moisture in the attic can also cause roof damage, meaning the life of your roof is shortened. This can be prevented with the installation of soffit baffles, ridge vents, or gable vents. So in addition to mitigating safety issues, air sealing, insulating, and venting your attic can also provide you savings, and that's what we're here to help you do. You can see here on the slide, the EPA lists attic air sealing and insulation as the #1 measure for energy savings. And the Department of Energy also has said that it could cut bills nearly in half. So in other words, you reduce your energy consumption and lower your utility bills. Air sealing fills in the cracks, holes, and other areas of weakness in your home's envelope. Without proper air sealing in your attic, heated air escapes in the winter and cool air escapes in the summer. This is called the stack effect, which is this diagram here on the slide. So not only are you losing air that you paid to heat or cool, but you're also exacerbating the stack effect by creating a vacuum. This can lead to cold floors in the winter, drafting around windows and outlets, and also deteriorated insulation. And just a side note, insulation would act as a filter in this case, collecting dust as the air passes through, thus diminishing the effectiveness of the insulation and causing you to pay for new insulation sooner than expected. So without adequate air sealing insulation and venting in your attic, your heating and cooling systems could be working overtime. This means your bills are higher than they need to be, and you are also sacrificing your comfort. So by doing this work in your attic, you will help mitigate the stack effect, dirty insulation, and the safety hazards discussed previously on the previous slide. So comfort. Comfort is also an issue that can be increased by retrofitting your attic. Referencing the stacked effect once again, rooms that share their ceilings with the attic floor can be overly hot or cool when they shouldn't be. Not only does this put stress on your heating and cooling systems, it also affects your comfort levels in those rooms. Hot in the summer, cold in the winter, not really ideal. Air sealing, insulation, and ventilation in the attic can help mitigate undesirable temperatures in and around these spaces. So air sealing helps to reduce the air leakage. Insulation maintains the desired temperature. And then the ventilation ensures home safety by reducing the potential of ice dams, moisture accumulation, and keeping out critters. Lastly, once you have completed your attic project, you have extra room to store stuff in your home. You can be sure your stuff will be kept in pristine shape, minus a bit of dust, but be sure that if you would like to use your newly sealed, insulated, and ventilated attic, that it has the proper flooring if you'd like to use the space for storage. Many attics don't have proper covering across the floor of the attic, so you may need to install some panels above the insulation so you don't fall through the ceiling. Just know drywall is not a very sturdy or weight-bearing material. So for safety reasons, make sure you're putting stuff over panels over those areas that you can see exposed insulation on the floor. So, though this was short and sweet, in summary, we talked about these three points here on the slide and the benefits to air sealing, insulating, and ventilating your attic and how it can address these points. To reiterate, a healthy home requires a healthy attic, and in order to achieve this and the benefits, think about the state your attic is in now. If you are unsure and would like another opinion, have one of our certified building analysts conduct a home energy assessment on your home. Please contact us on how to get started in this process. We want to make sure your home is safe, healthy, and energy efficient. So our analysts would be able to identify in your attic what areas may be contributing to safety issues, high utility bills, and or inadequate comfort. This could be an energy efficient project that can save money and provide a healthier, happier home for you. So how does Energy Smart Colorado fit into all of this? Well, this is where our program can help you in this type of project. So here, we're happy to answer any questions at this point, but also we will visit questions at the end. And I just want to point out, like specifically for this type of project, the two top rebates that are highlighted in red are one of the #1 rebates that we can give you and that are applied for considering an attic project. So through energy programs and Walking Mountains, we are here to help you navigate through what we offer. We service the Eagle Valley, which is Vail through .0, and we offer low-cost home energy assessments and free business walkthroughs through the Energy Smart Colorado program, as well as free home energy coaching and rebates. Don't worry, we will go over the rebates that we have to offer, a full list of the ones that we have to offer. In addition, we also have free radon test kits and educational material. We have a preferred contractor list that we can provide to you when you're thinking about projects such as, doing air sealing, insulation, and ventilating in your attic. And then we also provide assistance for some income qualified programs, as well as workshops and trainings. So we try to do this in 3 steps to make a more comfortable and energy efficient home or building. Step 1 is providing you the information. So how we collect that information is through the home energy assessment or business energy walkthrough. And then we connect you with the workforce. So this is with free energy coaching and contractor referral. And then we develop an action plan through the recommendations from your report. So we also go through it, even though you may not think we do, but we do. And then step 3 is our incentives, our rebates. we can connect you with our rebates as well as the ones provided by our local utility companies here. Most importantly, our goal is making energy efficient improvements accessible and affordable. So step one, I want to go into a little bit more because this is the biggest part of the process. So the home energy assessment is a comprehensive view of your whole home. So we're looking at thermal envelope, insulation inspections, mechanical systems, and many other areas of the home. This can take 2 to 4 hours, but we do provide free quick fixes on the spot. Your building energy analyst can give you LEDs, heat, hot water heater wraps, pipe wrapping, weather stripping, and there's some other quick fixes that we do have to offer. This is up to $100 in value, so it can, depending on what you're looking for from these quick fixes, that's where you'll get $100 worth of those. We also do a blower door test, which is a diagnostic testing of the home's air leakage. We provide infrared camera photos, safety checks on your combustion appliance zones. So if you have hot water heaters or that are gas powered, or a boiler or furnace that is gas powered, we will go through that. We have equipment to do this type of testing. And we're really looking for carbon monoxide and any other gas byproducts. And then you receive an energy saving analysis and comprehensive report with recommendations. And the costs for our community members start at $100. And then we do have additional charge for larger homes. So here are the rebate rules. Homes can receive a maximum of $500 per calendar year in rebates. Businesses receive up to $1,000 in total rebates per calendar year. But the rebates cannot exceed 50% of any project cost when also considering utility rebates. So I like to give a simple example of if your project costs $100, and then at 50%, that's $50, and say Holy Cross Energy gives you $25 for that project, well, then we will give you an additional $25 to meet that 50% or $50 mark. So home energy assessments or business energy walkthroughs are required prior to a rebate being processed. And we prefer that you get in contact with us and have an assessment or walkthrough before implementing any of the projects that you're looking to do. You must apply for your rebate online within 180 days of a paid invoice. And then we also require proof, usually in the form of a photo for a completed project, a paid invoice, and spec sheets for any equipment that is involved in your project. Rebates may be assigned to your contractor when completing a project, so talk to us and see how that works. And please always know that we have a full list of rebate requirements and rules to provide to you. You can also go to our website and find that comprehensive list. So we also are providing additional incentives, especially and most importantly, this is for the clients that are switching from gas to electric. Which means, so if you have a gas boiler that's heating your home and you move to an electric cold climate air source heat pump, then we would give you this incentive. Another example is going from a gas water heater to an electric heat pump water heater, gas stove to induction cooktop stove. There are also clothes dryers out there. have heat pump technology and use about 50% less energy than an electric one. Not quite sure on the gas ones, but we are promoting if you have a gas dryer, if you move to that electric heat pump clothes dryer, then we'll give you this increased incentive. I also want to note that electric heat pump clothes dryers do not need any type of ventilation. So if you don't want to put a hole in the wall, this is a great option to look into. And then we also have fireplaces that will rebate. So if you go from a gas fireplace to an electric fireplace, we'll consider this electrification incentive, but it must have an option for flames with no heat. So the visual ambiance is what some models out there have a setting for. So what is the actual rebate for this? Well, in homes, it does not exceed $3,000 per project. So not necessarily per calendar year. You could do a couple of these or as many of them as you want, and you will still be able to get a rebate for those. And businesses cannot exceed $6,000 per project. All of our regular rebate rules and project specifications apply to this incentive, and the rebate may not exceed 50% of the project costs when also considering utility rebates. So another additional incentive that we have here at Walking Mountains Science Center is income qualified services. One of our coaches, so myself or Nikki or Sam, can help you with an application for the statewide low income weatherization assistance program or the Colorado's Affordable Residential Energy Program, also known as CARE. And both of these provide free energy upgrades in the home, as well as a free energy audit. So it's very beneficial for our income qualified community members. And there's a little bit of gap there. So you can see my asterisks there. The CARE program goes at 80% annual median income, and WAP is considered low income at 200% the federal poverty level. So those two programs provide great services for our community members, but there's some community members that are kind of left in limbo, can't quite afford a project or want to improve their home in energy efficiency. And so internally here at Walking Mountain Science Center, we have a requirement for our program of 90% average median income. And here's a table here to show you what that looks like. You can see that 90% of Eagle County's AMI for a household of 4 is almost $90,000. So it's quite a bit of an income, but we know here in the area that cost of living does not quite reflect income levels. So we definitely wanted to get that group also involved in our services. So one other program that we do have is Vail specific. So the town of Vail provides us funding for these special incentives for homes and businesses. So for homes, free energy home energy assessments. Any size home in the town of Vail qualifies for this program, and it's free. And you still get that $100 value in quick fixes. Always remember that even if you're a paying customer, that all of our quick fixes are capped at $100. If you want more, we're happy to provide more, but there is an additional fee for that. So also in the town of Vail, we have double rebates. So homes can get up to $1,000 per calendar year, and businesses can get up to $2,000 per calendar year. And this is not to exceed 75% of energy costs, of any project costs. which again is normally 50%. And then, so again, we've talked about a lot about our program, in addition to the presentation about addicts. So here is a just quick rebate checklist to make sure that you're getting all of your ducks in a row. So making sure you get a home energy assessment or business energy walkthrough, which you can enroll online. Getting in touch with an energy coach. Talk to us before starting a project. If you have questions about your report or questions about energy efficiency in general, we're here to help and get you through the process, give you the information that you need. Make sure that you're looking at the rebate requirements. Verify that your project meets minimum requirements and specifications. And then you need to do the rebate application once you verify that it does meet that. And if you have questions about what projects meet and don't meet, we're here to help you with that as well. If you're starting a project, and we recommend that you get 2 to 3 bids for it, and we're happy to go over those bids and let you know what is going to be the best bang for your buck, what's going to meet our requirements, and what best meets your needs. So the rebate application, complete that online after you have completed the project, and then providing your photos, documentation, all of the required proof of project that we ask. And then get in touch with us as well about utility rebates, because like I have mentioned, we also look at those rebates in consideration for our rebate. So get in touch with us, talk to us, and we're happy to help you get through the process of filing for utility rebates as well. And here are utilities here in Eagle Valley. We have Holy Cross Energy, Xcel Energy, and Black Hills Energy. So talk to us to learn about more of what they provide. And then here are some upcoming events for Walking Mountain Science Center. On between June 14th and July 16th, we have an LED swap going on at the Gypsum Recreation Center. June 19th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is a restoration day at Sweetwater Lake in partnership with the Eagle Valley Land Trust. July 23rd at 3 p.m. we have a sustainable purchasing workshop for businesses, but if you're curious about what's going on there, you can sign up for that if you're a homeowner. And then July 7th at 3 p.m. is our next building science webinar. We are going to be visiting lighting systems and LEDs. And then on August 4th at 3 p.m. is our August building science webinar, and we're going to be focusing on heat pumps. If you want to see a whole complete list of our events and programs, please go to walkingmountains.org/events. And so this is the end of our presentation today. If anybody has any questions, I would be happy to answer them now. I would also like to let everybody know that if you've registered for this event, you will receive a follow-up email with a link to the presentation recording, along with the slide deck from today's presentation.
So Matt, we had one question in the chat asking about recommendations for Denver residents, and I responded by providing the Energy Smart website link. I don't know if you have any additional information to provide for that. Not all of the counties are, I mean, I was looking at the website and it looked like not all of the counties are necessarily linked to a program, but if you contact Energy Smart, they will help you find the nearest resource.
All right. Yeah, so that's great, Sam. That's probably about the only resource that I can think of is by going to EnergySmartColorado.com, I believe it is. Yes. And looking at those resources, I know off the top of my head that there is an individual out there with a business. His name is Joe Hall. I cannot think of his company's name right now, but if you just typed in Joe Hall, Denver, it should come up. And he does home energy audits. He does some of this work, and what he doesn't do, I'm sure he could get you in touch with contractors that do the work for the projects that you're looking for. Otherwise, right now, I don't know, but feel free to email us at energy@walkingmountains.org. If you want more information, we could probably dig around and see what we can find for the Denver area. All right. Are there any other questions that you'd like me to address at this point? If not, you can always email us at energy@walkingmountains.org with your energy efficiency questions. And we're always going to be happy to provide resources for you, get you in touch with people, or also help you through the process of getting the home energy assessment or business energy. And it looks like we don't have any other questions. So I want to thank everybody who joined us today for attending. Again, you'll receive a link to our presentation recording as well as an attachment for the presentation slides.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you all.